I would shoot like this, but it's cold. So give me a second. Hi. Hi. Huh. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tembile Masego and I am, wait for it, no longer fourth year, but a fifth year medical student. In fact, I am done with all my theory and I'm now about to become a student intern. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Again, for the third time or fourth time, we're back and yeah, let's get into it. I am currently in my last ever mid-year recess ever, like ever in my life, ever. So I'm trying to make sure that I capitalize on it, and I think that's why I thought it was also a good time to come back to y'all and be like, what's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah, man, where do I start? Am I back? I hope I am back. I think I would love to be back, but I don't know what life has in store for me, and I think I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna try and do YouTube again, and if it fails, it's fine. I think the biggest thing that stopped me from coming back to my channel or like delaying coming back to my channel is because I'm scared of the fact that I will have another time where I can't be as active anymore, and it's like I disappear again. And it's like, what the heck? Why are we doing this still, bro? Just let it go. You know, it's not working. But I feel like I have a strong conviction and I have a strong desire in my heart to still do this. And as long as that is still there, I will try. I will keep on trying because I feel like the biggest thing that stopped me was like, yo, you know, what if it fails? What if it's whatever? And it's a thing of like, but what if it works? Like, there's the thing of like, what if it actually works? What if we actually try and it works? I mean, you know, so it's like, you know, let's do this again. If it fails, it's not like I'm gonna die or anything. Nothing bad is gonna happen. It's just I failed. And failure happens and it's a normal part of life. As we are talking about like, you know, why I'm back at YouTube or why I'm trying again or why I stopped, I think like, you know, I will tell you guys why I stopped and I'll tell you guys what really pushed me to start again. So I stopped because I feel like I wanted to be more present in my life. I feel like I wanted to be, I remember last year when I did go back into YouTube, like I started to spend a lot of time, like especially with editing. Editing will take so much time. I spent a lot of time doing YouTube and content and all those things, and I feel like I didn't have the freedom to do whatever I wanted whenever I wanted. Like if I felt tired, if I felt whatever, I felt very not imprisoned, but more like I felt like I missed out on some or many things that I wanted to do because I'd be too busy or I'd have to be editing a video or whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what? I really would love to be more present in my life. I'd really love to be more in the moment. I'd love to have more freedom in how and when I do things. So I was like, okay, let me take a step back from YouTube. And it's been really good. It's been a good break. I feel like I've taken a lot of time in investing time into the people I love, into the things I love, and into myself. Ultimately, so yeah, that's mainly why I stopped. And then like I said, like time to rest, I realized that the more you progress, so like fourth year was very demanding. Fourth year was a lot, and I just needed rest. Like I needed time to actually rest, and YouTube was not giving me that moment or that opportunity to get the rest that I needed. So I decided to stop. And I think it was a very good decision for me. I feel good. I felt really good this year. So yeah, and then also I wanted to, you know, and like I mentioned before, it takes a lot of time to edit videos. I feel like I am good with creating content. I feel that that's most of creators like favorite thing. Most creators can create content. That is not a hassle, but editing that content is a whole other story. So I feel like if I could, or like later on in my content creation career, I need someone who can edit my content. And when I get that person, when I find you, when I catch you, I am going to literally thrive, because that is my downfall. My downfall is that editing takes so much time that it discourages you from like even trying. So if I can get an editor, and if you know people who are good at editing, that would be great. I think another thing or problem of mine is that I'm very particular with how I want my stuff. So like I don't know if I will find a person who would do it like I do it, you know? So that's also another thing that's been holding me back. But yeah, you guys last spoke to me, or I last posted on this channel probably like about like 8 months ago. So it's been quite a while actually. And a lot has happened. I mean, bro, y'all last saw me when I was still in my 4th year, and now I'm like in my 5th year and stuff. And yeah, a lot has changed, of course. I've moved out of Rest, so I live in a bachelor flat now, bachelor apartment, whatever you want to call it. I cook for myself now. I cook for myself, and I have my own bathroom and stuff. It's pretty, my own place, spacious room and stuff. It's been good. It's been a change. Let me say that. It's been a good change though. Like, I'm so happy. I feel like the main reason why I decided to move out of Rest is because I was like, I'm going to finish my degree pretty soon. Like in 18 months, I'm gonna be done. And I don't want to start learning how to adult once I'm in the working space, like the proper full-time working space. I want to start now. So I want to learn how to cook, how to meal plan, how to do all those things, how to just maintain and take care of myself in my own space. I feel like Rest was amazing, and it's a good place to start varsity. There's people who are watching over you, there's a community, there's people around you all the time and stuff. But I feel like, there comes a time where you need to kind of level up and actually start adulting. And I think this year was the right year. It was definitely the right year. But it did come with its own challenges. Moving out of Rest was pretty, like, I feel like I was okay until April. Then April hit, and I think I realized that I actually have moved out and I live alone now, and it's like, I have to do my own thing now, and I have to take full responsibility for myself and take care of myself in my own space, etc. I think the biggest challenge that I had to face with moving out is how lonely it can get. And also because my friends are no longer living with me, like my very close friends, that really, it was actually really hard. I had very lonely, dark moments, and there was no one around at that point. I think from that, I had to learn that yes, my friends are not like close, but it doesn't mean that I don't have them, if that makes sense. I feel like from moving out of Kalitsi, I've had to be more intentional with my relationships, especially my friendships. I've had to be more active. Like, if I want to see my friend, I need to make the decision and I need to take action. It's no longer like a passive thing, it's more of an active thing now. So yeah, yes, it gets lonely sometimes, but I feel like I'm starting to adjust to my environment. I'm starting to know people, the residents. I now get along with my neighbor really well, and stuff. So it doesn't feel as lonely. I'm starting to engage in communities outside of Rest. I'm starting to be more active in church. We're starting to be more active in my friendships, and just being there for the people I love, because I still need them and they are still there. It's just that I have to reach out. And yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. And then also cooking. Cooking is nice. It's nice, but it's also a responsibility. It can be like, I remember there was one test week I was just eating rubbish because it was like I didn't have the energy and I didn't have the time and I didn't feel like cooking. And it was like, but if I don't cook, what am I gonna eat? Otherwise, honestly, it's been good. It's been really good. I feel like I am at that point in my life where I needed my space, and it's been amazing. But I'll make a separate video about that, and we'll delve deep into it and discuss it properly. But that's just like a brief overview of me moving out of Kalitsia. So what else happened? Let's see. I had dreadlocks this year. Let us laugh together, because what was that? I started dreadlocks this year, or I had dreadlocks, and then I took them off about a month ago because I was like, child, no, it's not giving. I will make a separate video about that too. But basically, I was like, no, you know what? I want to get dreadlocks so I can have so I can spend less money on my hair, so I can spend less time maintaining my hair, so I can not have wash days and what. Like, yes, I'll have wash days for my dreadlocks, but like not have the whole unbraiding, detangling, washing, wada. I was tired of all that, I'm not gonna lie. But I realized that dreadlocks are not for the faint-hearted. They're not for everybody, and that everybody is me included. They're not for me. I am too. Firstly, they require, like, when you're starting them, I wasn't willing to go through the awkward dreadlock phase, so I kept extending them with like faux locks. That firstly is just the whole thing financially and processically. I had to move technicians because I started them in Ermelo, but then I was in Pretoria for the rest of the year, so I had to find someone in Pretoria, and they were just doing funny things here. Yeah, man, and I honestly spent so much money on that whole thing. I spent so much money on hair this year. It actually is. It made me mad and angry. I was like, what the heck? Like, my hair was not accentuating myself and my appearance and everything. It felt like a burden, and that's when I knew, good to know, it's time to cut it off. Toxic. It was becoming toxic. And what else? Let's see. Cost of living in South Africa has also increased so much. Like, Guys, let's talk about how expensive it's become to live in Mzansi. Like, damn, these inflations, these hikes, these interest hikes, all these things, it is a lot. And it is, I can feel it. I feel like I felt it when I realized that I am getting almost double the allowance I used to get in first year, but wow, every month is feeling like a fight. It's feeling like a fight. I think I'm ready to get paid for working. I'm ready to for the money to match up the inflation that is happening in my country. And then obviously the big thing is that I'm now 5th year and I just literally finished my last block about a week ago. Actually, what am I talking about? Well, last week I wrote my last block test, and that has been it's been a reality check. It's been a realization of how close you are to the end, and how life is about to really happen. Like, you get so comfortable with studying and being a student, that you get to a point, or you don't think it's gonna end. And then now it's like things like this happen, and you're like, oh, I'm done with all the theory in my freaking degree, and the only thing left now is just for me to do my student internship, which is basically me being a doctor but a student, like an intern but a student intern. So I'm pretty much starting to work now until the rest of my degree, and then then I'm done. You're like, what? So it's been pretty, but I think I'm excited for the most part. I'm trying to be excited. Let me say that. It is nerve-wracking because I think there's a lot of changes that are about to happen in my life, and my career is going to start careering or demanding more from me than it already is. And I'm starting to, now is the time where I'm going to actually see how it's going to actually, I've been doing my rotations, and that gives you a glimpse, but I feel like now I'm fully gonna be doing the thing. I'm trying to keep an open mind. I'm trying to be like, okay, you know what, we'll take it one day at a time. Trying to not freak myself out, because that is not gonna help me, and trying to make sure I do the most with this last recess that I have. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I milk it, that I am sucking it dry, because I will never get another opportunity where I fully rest like this again, ever, as long as I'm doing medicine. So it's a bittersweet moment, but I think it's also it's a nice way to kind of look back and be like, wow, I've actually come this far. So that's been that. But I will not lie and say it was easy this year. This year has probably been, it's been a very funny year, because the content is not, honestly, the last part of 4th year was worse than the part of 5th year that I faced this year. But I feel like, for me personally, the degree fatigue really got to me, and it took me a while to kind of be able to channel and get into the whole thing of like, oh, okay, I'm doing 5th year and stuff like that. I feel like when you've been studying for so long, you get to a point where you're like, yo, I'm still studying, and I'm still a student, and I'm still whatever. And also your friends are graduating this year. Everyone is graduating. Everyone is starting new jobs. Everyone is doing all these things. So you kind of get to or you come back to yourself and your space, and you're like, yo, I'm actually, not that the work is overwhelming, not that the work is difficult, but I am tired of studying, like full-time studying for the past 5 years. And because it's medicine, I'm not just studying, I'm still working at the hospital. So I'm doing all of this, and you feel like you have nothing to show for it in a sense, but you do, but you don't. I still don't have a degree. All I have is my national senior certificate. I ain't got nothing. So that can get to you. It got to me a bit this year, and I think it made it very hard to tap into my academic, what do you call it? To become an academic weapon. It took a while for me to become an academic weapon because of that. But I think now I'm at a point where I'm like, this is the point where I finally am like, okay, no, this is my own journey. I'm in my own lane, and I am, at the end of it, it's going to be worth it. And I feel like the end is finally, I can see it. I feel like now that I'm done with my theory, I'm like, okay, I can see the end. It's about to be a hectic 18 months, but I can see the end, and that is beautiful. So that's pretty much what I've been up to, who I am right now. I think another big part is that I'm just trying to tap into what God wants me to be. I'm trying to make sure that I stay connected to him, because honestly, that's the only way I've been getting through this degree. And a lot of good things have been happening this year. Even last year, I promoted all my blocks this year, which is something that I prayed for so much at the beginning of the year. I was like, oh God, I don't want to write any exam, and I am so great. I don't know how I did it. I will not lie, but I will say that I've definitely been working slightly harder this year. But like, I won't say that that's the reason why I promote it, because I know people who have worked hard. I know people who pushed just as hard, if not even more, and some even wrote exams. And I feel like that's where you see Hori, there's a God. Yeah, that's basically me, and that's basically what I've been up to. You can follow me on Instagram. Here is the handle below. Also, shout out to you guys for staying on this channel, even though there was nothing that was being uploaded. You guys stayed loyal. And shout out to everybody who is on campus and constantly is like, hey, what's up? Oh, don't you have a YouTube channel? I've been getting a lot of those. Like, hey, sorry to bother you. I even had a patient once, I remember, and she was like, sorry, but I know your face from somewhere. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, do you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, stop, I'm working, child, I'm working here. But like, yeah, it's been pretty cool. I think those are the moments where you're like, you know what, listen, let us try. If we fail, we failed, but I will not go down without a fight. I feel like content creation is something that is deep, that is deeply rooted, or like that I'm deeply passionate about, and something that is very close to my heart, something that I try to escape from, something I try to be like, no, I don't need it, but like, I constantly find myself back here. So we're gonna keep trying, and yeah, hopefully it will stay there. You can follow me on TikTok too. Been making very funny content lately, because of my struggles. So you can follow me there too, and yeah, let us get back into it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, and if you didn't like it, cool. If you liked it, like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye.